Hi, this is Tweek. Welcome to another episode of Tweeks with Tweek. It's getting close to Thanksgiving. We're going to make a turkey decoration out of a fence post. Join us. It's fall, and we're getting close to Thanksgiving. Visiting a friend, she went inside and brought out a turkey decoration that she'd been using for several decades. And she held it out to me and she said, "I think you should make this on your show." And I looked at it and said, "Okay, but I'm gonna tweak it." So we took several pictures from different angles of her turkey, brought those pictures home and deconstructed it, created a pattern, and then cut it out of scrap wood, aside from a piece of fence post here, which makes the main part of the turkey body. So we've got all our pieces and all our parts. Now it's time to paint. So here we go. So I've got my piece of fence post here. It's been lightly sanded. I'm going to take some of my browns here and mix them up. I don't want just one color, but let's see what happens here. I want to I'm thinking of like a whitewash or just a light wash of browns. Let's put some dark in there and see how my turkey comes out. Hers was very simple brown, but I'm tweaking this, so it's going to be a little different as always. Let's see what happens here when I mix up some of these colors. And I'm just going to apply it to the wood. I'm going to stay away from the face for right now. I know where about the face is going to be. So see what I'm doing here is I'm just letting the browns mix up. I kind of like that. I'll come around where the face is going to be and just lightly washing over the wood. If some of the green shows through, I like that too. And if it does turn into a big old brown mucky mess, I guess that's all right too. Right now, I just want it to be a variation of colors. This is a pretty lean turkey, isn't he? Definitely not a butterball. Okay, so I'll tip him up so you can see. There he is, right? That was very quick, wasn't it? He's going to have a hat, so I'm not worried about the top. And that's the way you can see the different browns. I like that. And let's put him aside to dry. And we'll start working on another part of him. Next, we're going to do his feet. Big feet. This part here will be attached to his body. So I'm going to put some brown on the edges, and then I'm going to go with a different color for his feet. So I'm going to go back for, looks like I need a little more of my color combo after all. If you've ever seen a wild turkey, oh my gosh, the colors, iridescent feathers are just beautiful. That one looks a little too close. I think I used this one. I used a caramel and a rust color and a dark. There we go. And their colors are just beautiful, glorious colors. Anyways, I know a lot of this isn't going to show, so I'm going to start on the side here. I'm just going to bring in some of that color. They're not mixed very well, and that's how I want it to be. Now while that dries, I'm going to use the same browns, okay, to very quickly do his little wings. See how his wings go on like that. So we got a right wing and a left wing. I'm going to just right now use the same color combo and just brush. I'm just going to add a little bit of more color because this little turkey wing, they will show on both sides. So let's do that quick. I wasn't thinking about him being 3D. You can go all the way around him. Okay, a little bit of each. And this part is dry. Good. Let's come in with very quickly, just paint the whole thing. Okay, there's one to land. Oh, he's got my finger marks on him. Is It's pretty dry, so I'm going to set them down and grab up this one. I'm going to work on the back side of his feet. Where's our golds? Here's a yellow, like a tan yellow. That's actually pretty nice right there. I want it to be a little brighter. So let's see what we come up with here. Yep, there we go. Got a nice color. Just a very quick way to make sure he looks good on every angle. You know, it's not a true turkey foot color, but I like it. And next we are going to work on the hat while all these body parts all dry. Now he's wearing a pilgrim hat, and that is going to be a matte black. Let's see, I've got Morris black and ivory black. And I'm going to go for something that's, well, let's just go with the ivory. This is MDF, so this kind of wood does not take well to outside weather. So wherever this turkey goes, do not leave him outside. He will plump up if he gets wet. The top of this pilgrim hat is actually a plastic cup that we're going to spray paint black and attach to the top. All right, while things are drying, I'm going to tackle the little buckle that goes on his hat and his beak. Okay, now I have to decide. Let's do the buckle first while I decide. I've got some very nice gold paint here. So I'm going to use gold on his buckle. Push you over there to please dry. Keep you out of the brown paint. Okay, now clean out the brush and decide on the beak. I know they have pinky purpley heads, the males do, and their beaks are more of a, I want to say a pinky yellow. So let's play with some colors and I'll just pick one. Oh no, I want some pink in it. I put some of this pink, light pink. It might end up being an odd color, but that's all right. It's our kooky little guy here. I wanted some of this, actually a little darker, like a maroon, to tone the pink down a bit. And then I'm going to put just the tiniest bit of yellow. And we'll see what happens. I just play with the paints until I see what I like. Okay, this time I'm going to mix it. And when that's dry, I'll add a little line where his beak part comes together. So put this down. Actually, I'm going to touch it, and then I'll catch the touchy spot. Okay, beak done, buckle done. Time to finish the feet, which means we're going to mix up some more of our yellow. I'm going to add a little more this time because I've got the top and the inserts there inside the toes to do. Not too worried about the colors matching because that is the bottom side and this is the top side. One nice foot. One looks a little tidy there. I think his feet have to dry. What do you think? I've got to paint this part too. So let me set this down. Good, still dry on that side. And mix up some brown. I'll finish this up and we'll be done with his feet. Okay, this part I'm mostly concerned about the edge because it's all painted around and this will be covered by his body so you won't see it. I just want it to look a little tidy in the front there. So mixing up some more brown. I'm just going to kind of feather it a little bit into the feet. Right, on to the biggest part, the tail feathers. Our friend's turkey feathers were made of some kind of crepe paper. We're making ours out of wood. So here it is. This is the front side. Now this part here will be covered up by the body. So I need to figure out how do I want to fan out, represent his turkeys, and I love the colors. So what I'm going to do is paint brown up in a fan shape. Then I'm going to pull in some colors, lots of color. And then I have to flip it over and the whole back side will be just the brown. So I don't have to go nuts on this. So let's mix up a bunch of brown to start with. So we're pulling in the same colors that we did on the body. I had the caramel and then the dark brown and some of the rust. And I'm just going to start painting. Here we go. Use that same combination of browns to finish up the back. But right now we're on the top, so here we go, folks. I'm going to start fanning out some colors. So what I did was I laid out some primary colors. So I've got yellow, orange, red, green, blue, violet, purple, violet, and I'm just going to start with yellow, go with orange, red, and I'm just going to follow the pattern up till I get to the other side. It might not match, but it's going to be colorful, and that's what I'm really going for here. Let's get some of these guys out of the way. Follow this pattern. And here we go. I'm just going to lay some paint on there and paint it in. See if this works. Okay. Want that to go on the edge there. Right there. Good enough. We got that part done. Now I'm going to come back in. I'm going to I want a little transition between this brown and that, and I'm going to use some caramel Don't know why. I just like the idea of it. So I'm going to take this lighter caramely color. I'm going to put little random marks, and I'm start on that side where it's a little more dry. I'm just going to punch this into the color. Let's see if this works out. All on the fly here, right? I'm just going to go like this. Whoop. So I took the little wing, and that's how I treated the edge. And I'm going to repeat that pattern on this side. So it looks like I have this little nub here, and I've got 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to start at the top up here with yellow, and I'm going to use the combination and go around. And here we go. Get them all in order. Yellow first. A little bit different, but you know what? They're going to look really cute. What do you think? So it's time to do the face. For this, I'm going to use closer to their color that you might see them in the wild, which is pinky blue faces. I'm going to go with a lot of pink here. And then I'm going to edge back with some caramel into the brown. I want like a purpley pink color. If you've ever seen a wild turkey, well, sometimes they have blues and reds. Good. Stop. I'll stop. Full stop. All right, so he's got a little bit of differentiation in his face there. All right, so the face is done, and I'm going to apply the beak first. It's going to sit on that dowel with a little bit of wood glue there, and I'm going to push it down. And the dowel will hold it, and the glue will also. Then I want to add that googly thing that comes on her nose. For that, I'm going to take a piece of string. Had one kicking around. And I've got some pink beads here. Close as I could get to the color. You can, if you want, you could just take some felt and do it that way. Just cut out a piece that makes his little Google thing on his nose. But I'm just taking a bigger pink bead, and I'm going to add 7 or 8 more. So I'm going to add some beads to this. Very simply stringing them on here. here. And I want to put a googly right in there. Oh, that's nice. It's going to go in behind the beak. That's even better if I could string it in there. Yep. Excellent. That's good. In fact, that's going to hold. Good. So I'll let the beak hold that in place. Snip this off. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue there to hold it, and then I'll snip off that extra string. Just want that bead to be secure right there. A little bit of glue does it. Okay, so we have his googly. And now I want to put in some eyes. And I'm going to grab two of the googly eyes and place them somewhere near. Decide how far do you want them to be. I'm going to come right about in here, closer to the beak. So a little dot of glue here. Don't need a lot. And wait a second, because sometimes the googly eye melts on the hot glue. Okay. We're to this part here. Now I'm going to take a little bit of black paint. Just going to come in here. Just trust yourself. Eyebrow. Another little eyebrow over here. And I'm going to just freehand make a little mark and come down. Got his beak, his googly, his eyes. Now we get to start constructing him. Okay. Feet are going to go on like that. He's starting to get funny, isn't he? I turn him upside down. What do you think of our turkey now? Next, I think the arms or the little wings are last. What do we got here? We've got his hat. So that is the same thing. This is the top. And I'm going to line it up with the two holes. Next comes the cup. The cup that we spray painted, regular old plastic cup. That's going to go up top. So what I'm going to do here is put glue, hot glue around now. This has got to be done pretty quickly because the plastic might melt. Hat's on. Next comes the buckle. I'm just going to line that up on the front of the hat, right there. Stay in. We're getting there. And next, the tail feathers. We have 2 screws drilled in the back. We're going to attach the feathers to the base. Then we're going to use a little bit of hot glue to attach the matching wings. And all that's left is for me to paint the back. I use the same 3 colors as I did on the front. I'm not mixing them up much. A little more right there. Okay, I'm stopping. I'm stopping with the paint. That's wet, so and just a little bit of light color back there for the back tail feathers. He is heavy. There is Tom Turkey. And there you have it. Our turkey is all complete and ready to be a part of our holiday decor. So if you like what you've seen here today, give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to ring the bell so you know another episode of Tweeks with Tweek is coming along. Until then, make your own turkey. They're not just for eating. See you again.